Happy Wednesday, everybody. Pastor Dan here with a special treat for the newsletter this week. We're going to do a little demonstration and tour of our new live streaming setup. I'm right here outside of our sound room. Let's go check it out. Welcome to our sound room, or really more of our audio-visual room now. If you've never been in here before, then you don't know what has changed. But if you have been in our sound room at some other point, you know that it looks a lot different. We've got the soundboard here. This is like what controls all the levels of the microphone, stuff like that we hear on a Sunday mornings. This has already been here. There's nothing new here. But this is all new. This countertop is new. These two computers are not really new. They're actually old computers we're using for this, but this whole setup with all these wires and everything is new. Let me show you how it works. So this right here is our presentation computer. This is what's going to be working the slides. Basically everything that you normally see on the screens in church on a Sunday morning. So pictures, slides, videos, stuff like that, that's all going to be coming through this computer and out into the sanctuary. And then right next to it, we have our live streaming computer. This little laptop is going to be the computer that sends everything out to the internet for folks at home who can't make it into the service to watch online. Let's take a closer look at this. Now we are looking at the streaming computer. I'm going to pull up the program that we're going to be using to run our live stream. Hey, look, you can see me. Okay, I'm sure that everything that's on your screen right now, this program looks really complicated. Good news is most of you won't be operating it. Believe it or not, though, this program is surprisingly straightforward. So right here in this box where you see me, this is our video feed. Whatever is in this box is what the people watching the live stream from home on a Sunday morning are going to see. They won't see all this other stuff down here. They're just seeing whatever is in this box. Then over here in the bottom left-hand corner, you have the ability to switch between different video inputs. So right now we're looking at the webcam that's built into the streaming computer. We won't be using this angle much on Sunday mornings. Sorry to the folks running the live stream. No one's going to get to see your beautiful faces. But we can switch from this to the camera that we have mounted in the sanctuary. Very nice. We'll talk more about this in a little bit. And you can also, with a simple click, switch over to the presentation computer to see the slides, the stuff that is coming up on the screens in the church. And we can just switch right back and forth seamlessly, easy. So let's say I'm in the middle of a sermon and there's something on the slides that's really important. The person working this computer just has to click right there and everyone watching the live stream gets to see the slides. Pretty cool. Now I do want to talk to you a little bit more about the sanctuary camera, give you a little bit of a demo of how this works, because this is pretty nifty. We can do some really cool stuff with the sanctuary camera. It comes with this little remote, which looks probably a lot like the remote you have for your TV at home. This remote lets us operate the camera. We can move it around. We can kind of move it up and down, side to side, zoom in and zoom out, all that kind of stuff. But the remote also has all these buttons on it with various numbers. What this does is it lets you set up camera angles that you want to be able to go to quickly during the service. I'll show you how this works. So right now we're looking at just kind of a wide shot of the whole sanctuary, which is fine. But let's say the lay reader steps up to the podium. All I have to do is hit number 2 on this remote, and it goes right over to the lay reader. Focuses itself and everything. And then the preacher is going to say something. You hit the next button, it goes over to preacher. We have a preset for the front of the church, announcements, communion, things like that. When choir is singing, we can go over here. This one takes us to the organ, so we can see the organist when they're playing. The piano. We've got all these various presets so that we can move really smoothly and really quickly to whatever we want to see in the sanctuary. And of course, go right back to that wide shot. Pretty cool, huh? So that's a little introduction of our live streaming setup. All the funds to set this up, the money to buy the new camera and stuff like that, that all came from the memorial funds, which those are the gifts that are given in honor of members of our church who have passed away and set aside for special ministry projects, of which this is certainly one. I want to give a special thanks to Craig Holt and Bud Lage. They've both been in here about a dozen times over the last few weeks, setting various things up, running wires up from the basement and through the ceiling, putting in this countertop here. That was all Bud and Craig. So thank you to both of them for making this possible and allowing us to even have this live stream set up so folks at home can watch online. Be sure to worship with us Sundays at 10 a.m. We are starting back up with in-person worship on August 2nd, so I know I'll see many of you then. For those who can't make it to church, and of course before then, you can watch online, brockportfirstbaptist.org, stream live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. I'll see you there.